you ever overthought something? I do it a lot. I overthink a whole lot. And I'm talking about the dangers of that and how it applies to our fitness. So strap in, get ready for episode 232. Let's go.
The future of fitness.
How do you gain muscle mass?
Fitness is not complicated. It's simple when you break it down.
There's so much information out there.
No fads, no diets, just plain simple habits.
You're listening to the Bones to Bulk podcast.
Hey, welcome to today's episode. My name is Brian Parody, and I will be your host today. And if you're a return listener, welcome back to the show. So glad to have you back. It means the world to me that you continue to tune in. For any new listeners out there, thanks for taking the time to check this podcast out. I really try to break down fitness into simple chunks in 10-minute, give or take, episodes. I don't like to keep things long, and I think fitness is just so overcomplicated, and it really doesn't need to be, so I try to bring simplicity back to it. With that being said, if you have not grabbed your free meal plan, head on over to bonestobulk.com/free meal plan. I will link that in the show notes. You'll put in your email address and it's delivered right to your inbox. Easy peasy, right? So take advantage of that. Again, bonestobulk.com/free meal plan. All right, with that being said, let's dive in. Let me paint a scenario for you. I pretty much make all my purchases online. Doesn't matter what it is. For example, my wife and I, we bought our car online, never saw it. We bought our bed online, never laid on it. But that's okay, because I've gotten pretty dang good at researching things online. And very rarely do we ever have to return something. Now, I'm not trying to boast about my online buying skills. What I'm trying to say is I do still tend to overthink it. Have you ever researched like reviews on products? It's pretty crazy. You'll get some off-the-wall reviews. I love the people who leave 1 star because the item arrived damaged. That's not the product's fault. The product could be great. It got damaged in shipping. Why give it 1 star? Or the people who, didn't even really try the product. They ordered the wrong thing and they give it a 1 star. Or the wrong thing showed up and they give it 1 star. Like, that's not an accurate description of the review. I hate those reviews. My point is, I have to really dig through the reviews. And then usually you find a ton of 5-star reviews, people raving about a product. This is the best thing ever. And then you'll get the complete opposite. This is the worst thing ever. And so it's really hard to kind of narrow down what you should get. And so that's where the overthinking comes in, because I can get lost in reviews and spend like 2 hours reading reviews and still be just as confused as I was before I started reading them because of overthinking. Well, the same thing applies to fitness. We read an article about the perfect diet, and this article says that keto is the best diet, and this article says that paleo is the best diet, and this article says that going vegan is the best thing to do. And you can find, again, so many things saying that this is the best and this is the worst. You'll find, you can type in Google why keto doesn't work, and there will be 100 articles. And you can type in why keto is the best, and there will be 100 articles. And there's all these people saying the same thing about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people on this side of the fence and there's people on that side of the fence. And so how do you make a decision? Or you'll research what's the best workout setup, and somebody will say 5x5s is the best, or somebody will say 3 sets of 10 is the best, or somebody will say drop sets is the best. And you're like, what the hell? What am I supposed to do? Right? Have you been there? I've been there. Here's the thing. Don't overthink it. Get in there and start moving. We put so much emphasis on, I've got to have the perfect workout split. I've got to have the perfect diet. I've got to have the perfect amount of sets, the perfect amount of reps, the perfect amount of this, the perfect amount of that. And in truth, you really just need to get moving. In all honesty, the rest will come. You don't have to nail down your perfect diet. You probably have, however old you are, whether you're 15 or 25 or 35, 45, 55, 65, you have that many years of bad eating habits. You're not going to just all of a sudden be a perfect eater by reading an article online. You're not. You're not going to be a perfect eater probably after a year of trial and error. It takes time. Start with where you're at. Start eliminating 1 or 2 things out of your diet that are unhealthy. Maybe it's eating less candy. Maybe it's drinking less soda. Maybe it's drinking more water, eating more fruit. There's all kinds of small things we can do. And we think, well, those don't really matter if my whole diet isn't on point. Really? Every little thing adds up. Trust me. So don't ever be like overwhelmed or think that the small things don't matter and that you can't just start with where you're at. Maybe you don't have access to a gym. Maybe there's not a gym close to you. Maybe you can't afford a gym and you don't have any weights at home. Cool. Start going for walks. Walking is free. Go outside and walk. Or if you have a bike, go biking. Or if you have a pool, go swimming. Maybe you live near the ocean, go swimming. Like there's options. If you have a backpack, guess what? Throw some books in the backpack and start doing lunges and squats and overhead presses with it and bicep curls with it using the handle on the backpack. Or bench press it. Just hold it and press it above you while you lay on the floor. Like, get creative. Do push-ups. Do 5 minutes worth of push-ups every day. Do push-ups with a regular grip, with a wide grip, with a narrow grip. Do push-ups with your feet elevated on a chair. Do sit-ups. Like, there is always more things that you can do. Don't ever feel like you're limited because of this or that or him or her. Like, you have options. You can do a lot of things with very little. Don't feel like you have to have perfect gym setup in order to start. Don't get lost online trying to search, well, this bench is the best bench and this weight is the best weight. Who cares? I saw a guy the other day online and he literally makes his own weights using those flower pots, and he gets a wooden dowel and he pours cement in the flower pots, and they look kind of crazy, but it's effective. It's a weight. He's using what he has to strength train. And like, that's all you need. I mean, if you have a bunch of sandbags out back, go lift those. If you have some rocks, go lift those. My point is, you can do a lot of things even when you think you can't. Don't limit yourself based on your surroundings, based on what you have available, based on your finances, based on your knowledge. Don't get lost in these online articles that tout this or that or that. Like, just do what you can where you're at. Guess what? If you read an article and it's a workout that you can do, cool. Who cares if it's the most beneficial workout? It's a workout. Go do it. As long as it's not telling you to do something dangerous, like, go do it. Pull up a YouTube video and follow along to a HIIT workout. These things help. These things can get you to your goal. Depending on your goal, will you need to maybe change it up? Sure. I'm not saying that, you can forever just follow along to a YouTube video and get jacked. I'm not necessarily saying that, but I'm saying you can start there and you can learn from there and grow from there, because the more you make progress, the more you do things that move you forward or move the needle, so to speak, the more confidence you gain and the more comfortable you get with trying new things. And then the more likely you are to try more new things and then make more progress. And it's this kind of snowball effect where you start with this small snowball and you start rolling it down the hill and it gets bigger and bigger. And soon you have this massive ball at the end. So all I'm saying is, don't be afraid to start with what you have available to you, with where you're at. Make that small step. Do that one thing that you can today. I don't care if it's a big thing. I don't care if you're jumping headfirst into all the diet and nutrition and fitness. Who gives a rip? Do what you can today. All right, if you found this helpful, please follow me online. I am everywhere at Bones to Bulk. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. Come say hi. I would love to connect with you. No matter what obstacle is standing in your way, what you're coming up against, you can accomplish any goal that you set your mind to. You've got this.